everybody, a little bit of intro music. I figured if I'm gonna have outro music on the last one, I might as well do both, right? Why the hell not? So, good morning, Monday, interesting weekend. A lot to kind of fill you in on, I guess. You know, the barbecue I was talking about. Hung out with some old guys from, my first job I actually had in Florida. It was interesting, it was fun. My favorite part of the entire thing was this. There was this couple there, friends of my friend who just had a baby, and like 6 months old, right? And so like I like children for this reason. I feel like they can't filter their emotions properly, so they're just so, you know, they're very honest for the most part. And this baby is trying to close the sliding glass door by herself, and I'm looking at her trying to do it, and she's like pulling on it, and she looks at me and goes, like, well, are you gonna help me? I can't do it myself, asshole. I'm only 6 months old. And I'm like, oh, that was so awesome. And you know, they were pouring like a little bit of I think like a little bit of whiskey in a little coffee cup, and she was taking her binky and dipping it in the coffee cup and sucking on it, and it was so funny. It was so great. But I had a good time. It was fun. Glad to see those guys again. Check this out. I got Christmas storied. New glasses, not new glasses, old glasses. Beat to shit from skating in them. I got a little cut right there. You see right there from firing a pellet gun. And they're like, Matt, it's a pellet gun. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I didn't know you're supposed to look through the scope and not hold it up to your eye. And yeah, live and learn. And then they're like, you want to go out shooting real guns? And I'm like, yeah, that'll end well. So, you know, I wouldn't mind that. I have no aversion to firearms. You know, I wouldn't mind doing some recreational shooting. That seems like it'd be fun. That's a double entendre there, ain't it? Recreational shooting, huh? So what else, guys? We're off to a good start. Oh, yeah, last night, actually sat down, spoke with the majority of the bartenders at Mulligan's. And it looks like we've got a date. It's going to be either December 11th or December 18th, either the Wednesday or the Fridays in that week, depending on what it goes. But tonight, I'm going to have to go to the open mic. We're going to talk to a few of these guys. We're going to see how big of a turnout we can get. We're going to get this shit going. It's going to be 5-star studded golden action jewel crusted rhinestone belts. I can't wait for it. I'm ecstatic. It's hot in here, guys. I don't want to put the windows down all the way. I'll put the back windows down because I still want you to be able to hear me. But I don't want you to. I just don't want to melt. I don't want to melt. I'm like the Wicked Witch of Darby, Pennsylvania. I was born in Darby, Pennsylvania. You know, I'm from Philadelphia. Born in Darby. I was adopted, right? So my parents put me up for adoption. My mom was like 16. My dad was like, I think like 24 or something. Something else. And it's weird now because when I was younger, to me, 24 seemed like a really young age to be having a kid. And now that I'm 26, I'm older than my dad was when he you know, he didn't give birth to me, obviously, but, you know, now I kind of got some perspective on that. And it's weird, because I couldn't imagine having a kid 2 years ago. I'd have a 2-year-old by now, you know, which would be crazy. And I don't not want kids. I just think, my fear is that, like, if I have kids, I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, try to raise them as, like, a Pokemon or something. And I'm gonna train it, and I'm gonna be like, oh, get your diet, get your nutrition going, you know, this, that, do the right thing. So I think I'd really enjoy having a kid if I was the only parent, because then it'd kind of be like a dictatorship. But it wouldn't be a dictatorship, that's it. Like, it'd be dictator-esque. That kind of makes me sound crazy, you know, and it's not really what I'm talking about. Back to me, you know, so adopt like 2 weeks old, don't really have any memory before that, they took me to the Archdiocese building of Philadelphia, which, funny story, and funny they'd bring me there, right, to a Catholic place. Then being raised Catholic and, seeing how the machine works on the inside, you kind of develop an aversion to it after a while. But, it's funny because the same building that they took me to, I went back and did a fire alarm certification working with Florida Industrial Electric years later, which just kind of, full circle there. It's funny how things work out. There's circles probably all around us, what I'm thinking. Like, there's probably circular things that we can't see happening. That's what interests me, circular thought patterns. It's, I'm not going to bring that into the conversation. We'll talk about that some other time. But, so otherwise, yeah, it's been fun. We got another podcast today. That's going to be happening. I'd like to try to, I want to try to get everything that I'm doing to kind of cross-collaborate with each other, so I can, you'll have readily available access to everything that I'm trying to do. Feedback is really what's important, I guess. I'd like to know what people think of what I'm trying to do. Not specifically that I want to cater it or modify it to somebody else's tastes, but input is always important, and it's really about finding an audience. Really important. Feeling good. I made two. I'm not going to show you. I made 2 batches of Brain Elixir here for 2 of my co-workers, Heather and Greg. I call him Gregory. That's one of my favorite things is mispronouncing words on purpose. Sometimes I'll do this. Sometimes I'll use a word, I'll pronounce it properly, but I won't use it in the right context, or I'll use it in the definition where it's close. It sounds like it could be that, but somebody who would know what they're talking about knows that's not really the definition of the word. And so I like trying to see if people can kind of call me out on it sometimes. And sometimes that's just an excuse for using the wrong word, which is the beauty of it. My face is so bright right now. I feel like an alien. I'm going to be turning soon. This is that funny. This is that one turn that I always make that kind of soothes the sun, because the sun's always here when I'm coming off 417. U-Haul. I can put the windows down now. It's going to be nice. Yeah, there we go. Hoping to have a good day at work today. It's going to be a toss-up. It always is a toss-up. I hate jobs that aren't consistent, and it's not even like I would like consistent pay and just shitty events. If the events could be up and down, like if I could have shitty days at work but still make the same amount of money, but it's when it's now my days are shitty when I don't make money. So in addition to having a shitty day, I'm also not making money. So that's all I want. That's all I want. So a little bit more on the picnic. Picnic, the barbecue. I was always the odd guy out there, because I'm different than all them. And so when they, they were surprised to see me. But I don't know if they thought that I wouldn't show up or that I wouldn't. But, people resonate with me. Human beings, personalities resonate with me. I love people. I love people. I love human beings alike. But I hate so much, I'll tell you this, and I kind of developed this saying from George Carlin, because I think he said it verbatim. I love human beings, love people, hate and despise the groups they belong to. Because really, it's when you involve groups and you involve thought processes and tradition, and I hate tradition. Tradition is one of the worst logical fallacies there are. To say we're going to keep doing it this way because we've always done it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's stupid. It's bullshit, and my turn signal's still on. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a day. We're almost at 10 minutes. I got to charge my iPod. I need music when I work, believe me, because I'm driving usually, and music gets me jazzed up. So let's see. We started with a little bit of Tiger's Jaw. Let's go out in a different direction. Let's leave with some Let's leave with something a little bit more brutal, huh? Let's get some, let's leave with some Beneath the Massacre. A little bit of Beneath the Massacre for us. Those guys are great. They're fantastic. They're from the UK, the UK. I believe they're from the UK. That's going to be good. So you have a nice evening, people.